amp me up, never turn me down. This is strictly for the coach. Trill!
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Antonia. We out here in Amped Up Live. We got a great guest in the building. Somebody very prestigious. We have Tavirus McCray in the building. Yeah. What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
Don't be shy.
I ain't shy.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great.
That's what's up. So where are you from, Tavirus?
I'm from Melbourne, Florida.
Ooh, holding down in 321 County. What's up? That's what's up.
Yeah.
So I want to tell people why we have you here today. What I have here in my hand is a book of his that he actually created. He's an author. Mm-hmm. Trust No One, an urban fiction novel.
Yeah.
Wow. You're actually the first author I've had on my platform, on this platform.
That's great, you know. And that's actually why I chose to start doing books. I used to rap, but everybody always asks why I don't rap anymore. Mm-hmm. That's because I feel like everybody raps, and there's nobody in our city or in our county that does books that's an author. So I kind of want to be the first one so I can create that lane and hopefully people can follow.
Wow, I love that.
Because since I published it, everybody's coming saying they always want to write a book, but they never wrote one. So maybe now that they see it can be done, they'll follow.
Give us a little quick synopsis of what the book is about.
It's about a young boy. He was very close to his father, but his father was killed recently, like 6 months prior. So he's been raised by a stepmom because he doesn't know mom at all. And but there's rumors that his dad was killed by his stepmom and his best friend for money.
Wow.
But they feel like that his dad left the money to him because he was rich. So they're like harassing the kid about the money.
Wow.
But he doesn't really have the money. He don't know where the money got either.
Ooh.
So then he found that the stepmom and the friend are really having sex. So he thinks that they really did it. So he starts hating his stepmom, but it's hard to hate her.
Oh, I think you're saying too much right now. I think you're saying too much. Let us read. Let us read.
Yeah, it's very good. Everybody likes it. Keep asking about West Part 2 coming out.
Whoa. So how can we find this?
It's on Amazon and it's on Kindle.
Okay.
And I also have my personal copy that I'm selling myself, but it's on Amazon.
Wow. I love that. I love that. So what inspired you?
My grandma died when I was 10. And I went to a school and they made us to do a poem. But I had never wrote a poem before in my life. So I was telling myself I didn't know how to write a poem. But one of the ladies at the school knew me and my mom and my family. So they told me to write a poem with my grandma. So I wrote it, and it actually got published, put it in the newspaper. I won the poetry contest. Wow. That was the first thing I ever wrote. And then after that, I started using writing as a way to just express my emotions and get my feelings out. Then, back then, everybody was rapping, so I started trying to rap. And then the poetry and the music, it became so easy to me. Like, I could write a poem in like 5 minutes. Still to this day, I could sit here and write a poem in like 5-10 minutes, and it'd be good. But it got so simple to me, so I ended up getting arrested, going to prison. And I was writing poetry and music, but I was telling myself I needed something that's more challenging. Right. So I started trying to write a book. And my first book, it was good. It wasn't the best book, but everybody liked it. But I fell in love with it because it took me into, like, I can write a book. I could zone out, go into a whole nother world and create. And I've always been creative and like use my imagination. So I fell in love writing books.
Wow. That's inspiring. Yeah. And the fact that you kept going and you didn't,
I wrote like 25 in there.
25 books?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 1,000 poems and stuff. So, yeah.
I don't think I've ever read that much in my life.
Yeah.
I was going to say I'm joking, but.
I love it, though.
You know me. Wow. No, I'm actually, I was inspired. Like, urban fiction is something that's really entertaining to me, because the fact that that's stuff that we see, stuff that we actually face, what people actually go through.
And with mine, I keep it like with the reality, you know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot of stuff in there, but I also try to send a message that, and my message in every book is that my book's a kid, it's always about a teenager or something, starting off in the hood, in the streets, living wrong, probably going through stuff with their family, but in the end, they always become successful. So I always put that message that no matter how bad it is, you can always change, always do better. You know what I mean? So that's how I try to write. Always give you positive and a negative, but I try to let you know that you can change.
Right. Wow.
Right.
Wow. That's deep.
Yeah.
So what was life like growing up?
Life was, it was rough. It was rough.
And you're originally from Melbourne.
Melbourne, right. Life was good at first. My grandma died when I was 10. Once my grandma died, that's when the real world actually hit me.
Right.
My mom, she got married to a man, you know what I mean? They had 3 kids, and it's like, back then, I probably didn't understand, but it felt like I was like always the outcast. Like, if I wanted her to come to my basketball games or my football games, I just needed her for something. It's like she was always too busy, but it seemed like no matter what they had going on, she was always there for them.
Damn.
But she always made it like, I got 3 kids from him. You're your dad's only child, so when I want something, it's pretty much like your dad can do it. And back then, I didn't understand because I'm young. I want my mama.
Right.
No matter what, even my daughter got a daddy. You feel what I'm saying? I still want my mama. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was like always, she felt like it was more convenient because I was his only child. You know what I mean? But then he got on drugs and stuff, so he wasn't really helping me. So it got to the point where it's time to fend for myself, and it kind of like led me down the wrong path. Start making bad decisions and stuff. But even back then, I felt like it was the right decision because it's like I'm not getting love here that I want, so I'm gonna go in the streets and I'm gonna be loyal to my friends, and hopefully I get the love back from them that I'm putting out because I'm just searching for love. But there ain't no love out there, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Streets don't love nobody.
Damn.
So I ended up going to prison. Kind of the best thing happened to me, but the worst thing at the same time. 'Cause I lost so much in my life, but opened my eyes and I started valuing life more.
So this might sound weird, but I don't know. The way you speak is so poetic, and I just feel like it's like, I don't know. I'm just really intrigued and more like grasped and into,
But I started writing poetry.
Yeah.
That's my first love. I still to this day feel like I'm better at poetry than I am at writing books, but I love books more because it makes me be more creative and more challenging. You know what I mean? I'm like kind of deep, like on the normal. I'm just thinking about stuff that's outside the box or stuff that's what if or what not. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm very poetic. That's my first love. That's one thing I love to do. Like my vision is to always like be in front of like hundreds of thousands of people, speaking poetry and speaking words to them, and hopefully touch somebody's soul.
Oh,
that's my vision. That's what I always see myself doing.
You will.
But you got to start somewhere. So
Exactly. You starting that amped up life.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. Wow. That's awesome. I can see you going further and, making a difference, starting your organization, making a movement, and helping people that were in your position before.
Right. So when I got out of prison, I was going to school for social work because I just always felt like the youth, I wanted to focus on them because I felt like back then when I was angry and troubled, and like I say, I wouldn't say my mom don't love me, but back then I kind of felt that way just because when we kids we're selfish, so it's always like I want my mom, I want her to do what I want her to do, you know what I mean? But sometimes we don't understand the mother's or the parents' perspective. Maybe they're doing all they can do, or maybe they don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but when you're young, you're not thinking like that.
For sure.
So it's like I just feel like back then, if I had somebody to talk to me or maybe help me understand, I probably wouldn't have made some of the bad decisions or went the road I want. So I always want to like go to the youth and talk to them and help them and maybe prevent them from making decisions.
Right.
So I went to school for social work, but then it's like it got to the point where I started getting deep into my books and started writing and typing more and getting them published. And I just stopped because it's like I know I'm not going to use it because over time when you've been in prison for so long taking orders, I ain't trying to work for nobody else.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. I mean,
yeah, so
no one
I
really
know I
does
ain't gonna
nowadays.
use it, but I still want to like once I get rich or I get enough money, I do want to start like a Big Brother program where I'd be like a mentor to the youth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I want to do.
Yeah, and you can even start now. You could work with an organization and start building your way in to understand like the ins and out of it and so forth. So what other poets or artists inspired you to help your creativity?
Honestly, nobody really. Like I say, the only thing that inspired me is they told me to write a poem when I was 10 years old, and I wrote it, and it was just so good, and everybody loved it, so everybody kept telling me to write it, write. But even back then, I was shy. As a kid, we just want to be rappers or sports and stuff like that. So I would write certain poems. My mom and my sister would read it at church, Everybody loved it. Everybody wanted a copy of it. My mama tell them I wrote it. They'll come to me.
I love that.
They'll come to me. I say, ain't write it.
Wow.
I mean, because, back then, like, I was in the streets. I was in the hood, too, you know what I mean? So I'm just rapping and music and playing basketball and playing football. Never heard of a poet back then. So poet is lame to me back then. But I was writing poetry.
It was, like, soft.
Yeah.
They wear, like, scarves on their neck and feathers in their hair.
So I didn't write it. So I didn't really embrace it, you know what I mean? But I continued to write it because it was my way of venting, you know what I mean? Couldn't really talk about it. Couldn't really talk to my mom because, she's a mom. So no matter what you do in life, all she's going to be doing is try to correct you. So I can't go to her and tell her about no girls, or you shouldn't be talking to girls. You shouldn't be having sex already. Or can't talk to her about the streets because you shouldn't be out there. So it's like I can't talk to her. So it's like all I can do is write.
Right.
And I started writing my feelings out. And, I started loving it. And I got better and better and better, And then now I'm here.
I love it. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
So what are your goals? What do you plan to accomplish in the next,
As I got older, I started loving Tyler Perry and Ice Cube, you know what I mean? Because it starts with the books, but I also want to have like my own production thing. Like I want to be an actor. I want to produce the movies. I want to act in the movies. I want to do books. I want to do TV series, sitcoms. I just want to do everything. I just want to, make a way for everybody in my community or that's from the hood, or I just want to make a way for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Make a way for everybody. Just help everybody. You know what I mean? I want to do something different.
Oh, you're going to. I would love to work with you. I'm definitely in the film path as well, trying to, get my hands wet.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something that nobody ever did, especially no one from my way, because we in Melbourne, we ain't really got nobody that's doing nothing really for the most part, as far as the the NFL players and the.
Right.
But you get to a level, they get so far, and they really don't give back like they should.
Why do you think they don't do that? What prevents them, or why do you think they make that decision?
It's more so it's the hood. Like you come down here, you know what I mean, and yeah, you're a superstar now, but you ain't a superstar here. We grew up with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they come back down here, and it's jealousy, it's envy, because we all grew up playing football together, basketball together. When I didn't make it, you made it.
So that's more of the issue that people that are here
right.
have,
So they come back down here, they get robbed and stuff. So make you
not
want to come back.
Yeah, that's
you know
that crabs in a barrel type of mentality.
That's what it is. And so like when I published my book, I kind of like didn't know how it was gonna do. But when I published my book, I ain't gonna lie, like the whole hood supported me. Like everybody bought the book, and it's like it was amazing because I didn't know people read. I didn't know if people read like that. You know what I mean? Especially males. But it's like
when it comes to urban fiction, we reading what?
Especially
what?
males.
You better tell me what he say, what she say. Like we're on our.
I know more females, but it was a lot of males buying it too.
Yeah.
But I think it was more so they're supporting me. You know what I mean? Because before I went to prison, I was a popular guy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And good guy. I try to help out everybody if I can. You know what I mean? So.
And that goes a long way, as you can see.
And I had that problem because in prison, people don't be there for you, and they don't write you, don't send the money, send you pictures, so you really feel like you're forgot about.
Right.
But then when you get out, and then people embrace you, they give you money, they give you clothes, and it makes you understand that people still love you for real. Mm-hmm. You think they don't, but people got lives. People got kids and bills, so it's hard to keep up with a person that's not in their everyday life. You know what I mean? So that's just how it go. But I want to do something different, make a way for everybody, man. You know what I mean?
I love that. Wow.
Yeah, I just want to make a way.
And you will.
Do something better. Make my mama happy.
Oh.
Brought enough pain. I did them 10 years. I know. People don't understand. Like when you're doing that prison time, it ain't just you doing it. Your family doing it with you. They sad. They hurt. They can't see. They can't kiss you. So it ain't just you suffering. It's your family suffering. So I feel like at this point, man, I done made enough people suffer. So now I just make people happy now.
I love you. You're awesome. No, for real. Because, not many people can grow from that situation. A lot of people stay, just stuck and play the victim, or they just feel like they can't go further.
Right.
And I commend you because like you said, many people don't read your book, but the fact that they support you is
Right.
because you have a good spirit, a good soul, and you kept that
Right.
as a good person. So, dang, that's deep. I love that. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah.
So let's get, into the book. I love it. Tell me about the cover.
The Trust No One, the cover came from like it was really my idea, but the graphic they tweaked it a little bit. But it was part in the book. The girl that's on the cover is her name Mercedes. The main character name is Young One, but they're like best friends, and they're young. And Young One, he's going through a lot. Like I said, they're trying to say that he has the money, so his whole family is going against him. Not that his dad's dead because he's not paying their bills no more. So now it's like his grandma's telling him he can't come to her house anymore. His auntie them is treating him like nothing.
Trifling.
His family them, stepmom having sex with his dad, best friend. So he think you know what I mean. So it gets to the point where he feel like he don't got nobody. But Mercedes is always there for him. Like, that's his best friend. Even if she leaves where they stay, she sneak him in the house, all kinds of stuff.
Okay, I think you're saying too much. Let me read the book. I don't want
So, but the cover is based on, like, I can't trust nobody.
Right.
But she's always with him, so it's like, we can't trust nobody. But we always got each other. So the shield is, we're together. They're hugging each other. But they're holding the shield to protect them from everybody.
Oh, I just got a chill.
Yeah, so
that's some type of Romeo and Juliet type.
That's the cover type thing.
I love that. So your book is self-published, right?
Right.
Explain to me, how does that work?
Really, it's just that you pay a publisher, but they just do the editing for you, the graphics and the book cover, but they don't do no footwork. Like, so as far as like getting in the stores and selling and distribution, it's all you. So you get all your profit. Versus if you go to a real publishing company and they buy your book, they give you royalties. So you won't make as much.
Right.
So I self-published. I tried that out. I mean, it's a little more difficult because you don't have nobody helping you with the footwork and the distribution to get in the store. So it's like everything is on your own. You got to come do promoting and try to travel a lot to sell it and get it in different places. So, but it's like you said. At the end of the day, you get all your profit.
Yeah.
But publishing company, I don't know. I don't know if I should have went that route for my first book because they would have distributed it. And then my name probably would have got out there for if I posted my second book, people know who I am already. So, but I don't know. I always see myself as my own boss.
Right.
I can't really see myself behind nobody. That's why I self-published.
At least you're happy, and
I'm happy.
That's the main thing. You want to enjoy it too. You don't want someone to tell you or this and that.
I'm happy.
But at the end of the day, I'm sure you have the best support, and keep going through the different channels to get that exposure, and you're definitely gonna be out there. And then, like you said, you want to get it to
movies
big screen,
and everything.
What? Yeah. Definitely gonna.
I wrote some TV series and sitcoms in prison too, so I'm trying to just kick the whole dough down, man.
And what different genres did you touch on?
As far as like the books or the poetry, like as far as the books?
Yeah.
I done did hood romance. I done did murder mysteries.
Ooh.
I done did the urban street novel. I done did the urban, just plain urban. Like, I try to write books for every crowd.
Right.
To reach different people, you know what I mean? Only thing I haven't wrote was a children's book. Everybody tell me I should try that.
Oh, that would be dope too.
I've wrote eroticas. I've wrote everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intriguing.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I used to be in prison. I used to have people fighting for my book. They'd be in line.
What?
They said I wasn't writing them fast enough.
Wow. I'm telling you, that's entertainment.
But I used to write a book in like a month in prison, like, cause I'm in the room all day, so I might do like 10 pages a day, and then so a book might be like 180 pages, so I might write a book in like a month, even sometimes shorter. But it's like, it's only one book, so 5-6 people want to read it at one time, but they can't.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah.
That's awesome. So did you start up your social media platforms to get your exposure and stuff on here?
On the Facebook, Stanley Jenkins, Instagram, YFN Rabbit, all that. Yeah, I got my platforms up. But Only thing is, like I say, I just got to start trying to find the right people to follow and to get to follow me back and to be able to reach out to. So that's what it's about right now.
Okay.
Just the footwork.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm sure, like, you know, I'm already a fan and I support you. So I definitely would love to, you know, get you in the right hands with people. Even if I got to help you build the social media presence of the book. Okay. Or, you know, of what you're doing. Right. We're there. We're going to do it. We support you.
Okay. Thank you.
No matter what, we'll definitely be there to push your name, push the book. You see my collection. I'm not there yet, but, you know, we're trying to get there. Yeah. But I love it. I love it. Right. So, you know, other than, so you say we could find this where again? On Amazon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and on ebooks, on Kindle too. Okay. Yeah. Well, I got my copy. If you guys are in the area, make sure you contact me. Link up with him. We're going to purchase the book ASAP. Support, you know. This is amazing. You know, just to have you here, to be in the area, to be a local here, to be, you know, in the scene. Right. And you're making moves and you're doing what you want to do. This is inspiring. And I hope, you know, anyone that's watching this will understand, like, don't let go. Don't give up. This is definitely something that you want to do, whether you're a rapper, you're an inspiring writer, you know, anything. Just keep going. Yeah. The sky's the limit. It can be done. Just gotta want to do it. Yeah, exactly. It can be done. For sure. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could. But you did. Yeah, so angry back then, you know, 10 years. Don't want to do it. But I know I can't do that for the rest of my life, so it's time to do something different. So, you know, it can be done. You just gotta want to do it. For sure. I definitely want to thank you for coming through. Mm-hmm. You know, this won't be the last time you'll be on here to get anything, you know, out there. You need the exposure, anything. We're here to support you no matter what. But I definitely look forward to reading this, and I'm going to leave a review. I'm going to post it on all social media platforms and let people know. Support the gang. Tavirus McCray in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming through. And thank you for having me. Yeah. You guys like, comment, subscribe, you know. But this is the one here. This is the future. Don't say I didn't tell you so. See you guys later.